Welcome back to The Caregiver's Daughter. I'm your host, Danielle Charles, and today's episode is one that still sits heavy in my heart. It's about a man I took care of. We'll call him John. John wasn't easy to love. In fact, most people at the facility I worked in didn't love him at all. They avoided him, and to be fair, John gave them plenty of reasons. He was rough. He complained about everything: the food, the staff, the noise, the silence. And yes, John smelled. His clothes were always dirty. He smoked, he drank, and he refused help. But underneath all of that was a person. I met John while working per diem night shifts at a facility through Ahmed. He lived on the independent side of an assisted living building, which meant technically we didn't give care to him, but he could receive it if he asked for it. Most of the time I would offer, but he would just refuse. He refused showers, he refused wound care, refused meals, just about everything. But he didn't refuse me. At night when the building was quiet, John would come out of his room and sit with me. He'd talk and talk. He was educated, played in bands when he was young, loved music, loved singing, even though, let me be honest, he sang terribly. But he liked hearing me sing, and I'd humor him. He'd give me a song to learn, and we'd plan for me to sing it on a night I worked again. We had our own routine, our own strange rhythm. He called me Danny, which not many people do, and that stuck with me. It made our bond feel more personal, even when he pretended not to know me during the day. Sometimes he let me treat his wounds on his arms. His skin was so thin. I learned how to use terry strips because of him. He let me shave him once. I was terrified. He looked so sick that day. But he trusted me. He even let me in his apartment once. It was filthy. Beer cans everywhere. The smell of urine was strong. I saw bugs. I reported it because I had to. And after that, John wouldn't speak to me for weeks. Then came the decline. Hospital visits, falls, infections, worsening mental and physical health. But still, very little I could do. He lived independently. He had rights. I saw him deteriorating, and I couldn't stop it. The last time I saw John, he had fallen out of his wheelchair. He was drunk. I ran to his room. What I saw, I don't even want to describe. He had open sores, infection, filth. I had no choice. I called 911. John didn't live through the night. And here's the part that gets me. Something as simple as a shower could have saved his life. People think caregivers are just tired, overworked, and we are. But often, we're calling out not because of the workload. We're calling because we don't know what to do. We're calling because we're watching someone refuse help we know could save them. We're stuck between honoring someone's rights and watching them die from their choices. Adult Protective Services had been called. Doctors had evaluated him. Nurses had begged, and still it ended like this. John had the right to refuse care, and I had to live with the outcome of that, right? As caregivers, we want to help, want to do, but sometimes doing nothing is all we're legally allowed to do. And that is the worst feeling. So if you're a caregiver listening today, and you've ever cried after shift wondering if you could have done more, if you've ever felt hopeless while watching someone spiral and shut you out, if you've ever mourned someone who wouldn't let you help them live, I want you to know you're not alone. I've never forgot John, not because of what I couldn't do, but because of what I tried to do, because I showed up, and sometimes that's all we can do. Thank you for listening to The Caregiver's Daughter. If this episode spoke to you, or if you've been through something similar, I'd love to hear from you. Subscribe, share, leave a comment. Let's keep these conversations going. Until next time, take care of them, but take care of you too.